You have fire in your gut? Okay, we're here for a reason to win games. So if you didn't have that fire in your gut, you better light the fire pretty fast.
And welcome back to the latest greatest episode of the Shave Points podcast. My name is Jayton May, joined as always by our co-host Quentin Crisco. This is the short version of all of our bets for week 1 of the NFL. If you would like to hear any in detail explanation of everything, we'll have the long form, usually around 1.5 to 2 hours. Also on all of our podcast channels, so you can get it on Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you can find your podcast. You can find the long version, but this is going to be the short version. We're just going to go through all of our bets real quick, about 10 to 15 minutes, quick and easy, and give you the lines for the entire week and maybe some lanes that we're not taking, but for the most part, just the games that we're betting, and go on from there.
Yes, sir. So let's go ahead and just kick it off to Thursday night. Ravens at Chiefs. Chiefs -3, total 46.5.
So, yeah, in this game, I like Baltimore to come out hot, start the season strong. I like Baltimore +3, and I like the under 46.5 here. I think early season's going to slow these teams down.
Yeah, I'm avoiding slight lean to the Chiefs to cover, slight lean to the under.
Yep.
Then moving on to Packers against the Eagles in Brazil. Eagles 2.5-point favorites, total of 49.5.
Yeah, so I like the Packers in this game. I'm betting this one, Packers +2.5. I think they're going to be the better coached team going down to South America. I think coaching is going to come play a big part in this game, and I like Packers stay hot, ride the momentum from last season. Packers +2.5.
And I'm staying away from this one. I have a lean towards the Packers, +2.5, but that's about it. I just don't know what to expect from the Eagles, and the Packers feel like the good bet here, but I don't like the number 2.5, so stay away.
Yeah.
Moving on, Steelers at Falcons. Falcons are 3.5-point favorites, total of 42.5. And I've got the under 42.5 with this. It's a low number, but I think the Steelers defense is stout. I think the Falcons defense is stout. I don't know what the Steelers offense is going to look like with Russ and maybe Fields taking snaps at quarterback. I think Kirk is going to be knocking off some rust for the Falcons offense. So under is my play.
Yeah, if I had a play here, I'd probably take the Falcons. I love what they did in the offseason. I think this is going to be the best Kirk Cousins team that we've seen, but I'm staying away from it.
All right, next one, Vikings at Giants. Giants are 1.5-point dogs at home with a 41.5-point total.
Yeah, so this is one of those. If you go listen to the podcast, I'm super excited for this game, but I'm taking the New York Giants money line here at +150. I think they're getting a little undervalued. I think they have a really, really good coach. I think Daniel Jones is better than people give him credit for. I love Malik Neighbors. I love that defense, and I'm not a whole lot to like about the Vikings. So give me the home dog week 1. Give me the money line +150.
I read this as sicko game of the week, but I have a lean towards the Giants to win. So I'm with you a little there, but I'm not betting it. Next one, Jaguars at Dolphins. Dolphins are 3.5-point favorites, 48.5-point total. And on the long episode, I talked myself into taking the Jaguars +3.5, or no, actually taking the over. I'm sorry, the over 48.5, which I actually kind of like Jags +3.5 too. But I just think both these teams are going to score points. I think we're going to see the same Trevor that we saw in the playoff run a few years ago. Now that he's back to full health, that O-line's a little better. But what do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm not touching this game. If I were, I would take the Jaguars, and it don't take much to convince me to take an over.
Boom. All right, next one, Patriots at Bengals. Bengals are 8.5-point favorites, total of 40.5. What do you think?
Yeah, this is as simple as I think we're going to have one of the best teams in the AFC versus one of the worst teams in the AFC. Give me the Bengals at home, 8.5, making a statement week 1. I have them -8. I still like them at -8.5, though. Yeah, I think this is a statement game for the Bengals. A healthy Joe Burrow. People forget Joe Burrow is really, really freaking good. So give me Joe Burrow and the boys. Give me the Bengals -8.5.
And I'm riding that with you. I got Bengals minus 8.5. I think they're going to win by multiple scores here. I just think Joe Burrow is really good, and people are kind of starting to forget that. And even the total seems low on this. I guess the Patriots might have a really hard time scoring, but either way, Bengals minus 8.5, good with me. Cardinals at Bills. Bills are 6.5-point favorites, total of 48.5.
We've been saying it all off season. Don't sleep on the Cardinals. I love what they've done in this team. I love the revamped offensive line. I love a healthy Kyler Murray. I love Jonathan Gannon at head coach, and I love Marvin Harrison Jr. Give me a trending upward, surging Cardinals team at plus 6.5. Don't expect them to win this game, but I absolutely think they can cover plus 6.5, especially early September, going up to Buffalo and not having to go up to Buffalo in mid-October, late October, something like that late in the year. So we're not sleeping on the Cardinals this year. I'm taking the Cardinals plus 6.5 in this game.
And I'm riding that one with you as well. Cardinals plus 6.5. Don't sleep on the Cardinals. They're going to be feisty. Next one, Texans going to Indianapolis. Colts are 2.5-point dogs at home, 48.5-point total. What do you think, Jay?
Hard place to play. A lot of people go up to Indianapolis and don't cover. But I'm staying away from this one. I don't really know what to expect out of Anthony Richardson and that squad. Texans are the darlings of the NFL right now. CJ Stroud coming off a fantastic rookie year, bringing in a Joe Mixon, bringing in a Stephon Diggs, and some help on that defensive line. I think Texans might be getting a little overvalued here, but take it if you want. But I would lean Colts, but I'm staying away from it.
Yeah, I would lean towards the Colts here. I don't like the number. I'm not taking it at 2.5, but as a general rule, I stay away from betting against the Colts as dogs at home because weird things just happen at Lucas Oil Stadium, so I avoid it. Next one here, Titans going to Chicago, take on the Bears. Bears are 4.5-point favorites with a 44.5-point total. Jay, what do you think?
One of the games I'm most excited to see. I'm excited to see what this version of this Titans team looks like, and I'm really excited to see the Bears. Staying away from, I would have stayed away from either one of these teams week one probably. I'm especially staying away from this game with them playing against each other. I think the Bears win, but 4.5 is a weird number. Both defenses have the potential to make this a low-scoring game, but both have firepower on the offensive side of the ball to go over. So I'm just avoiding it altogether. I do like Bears money line and some parlays or even a teaser.
I think you could
6-point teaser. So, but yeah, as far as 4.5 number, I'm staying away from it.
Yeah, I'm staying away too. This team is one of the biggest mysteries to start the year. I think this one that I think some people are going to lose a lot of money on. I tend to think it's going to be a drag them out game. I think Bears could cover it. I think Titans could cover it. I think the Bears ultimately win. A few props I like in this. I like DeAndre Swift anytime touchdown, and I like Romo Dunze longest catch over like whatever 20, 30 yards you can get. I think he's going to have a 30-plus yard catch.
Oh.
Next up, Panthers at Saints. Saints are 3.5-point favorites, 41.5-point total, and what might be the most disgusting game of the week. Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not touching this game for obvious reasons. We have no idea what either one of these teams look like right now. We'll see what this Derek Carr-led Saints team looks like, and we'll see what this Bryce Young-led Panthers team looks like. But, I mean, I can't in good conscience even give out a lean here because I have no idea. It could go so many different ways. You have a talented Saints team. You have some things to like about the Panthers. So yeah, I'm just avoiding this one completely. I don't even have a lean. I'm just
no interest in it. I'm with you. Next up, Raiders at Chargers. Chargers are 3-point favorites, 40.5-point total. What do you got?
Gardner Minshew. Yeah, I know Chargers have Harbaugh now, and maybe he does just turn this thing around immediately. I'm not betting this game, but I think this is a pretty disrespectful line whenever you look at the rosters of these two teams. I know the Chargers are at home, but they have no home field whatsoever, especially against the Raiders. Raiders probably have way more fans in this stadium week one. And I like what the Raiders are doing. They have two really good young tight ends. Zamir White looked pretty serviceable for him last year. Saw Devontae Adams there. They're going to be slinging it with Gardner Minshew. So I can, in good conscience, take the Chargers here, but I'm also not taking the Raiders. But if this is probably my most confident lean that I have that I'm not betting, was I would take the Raiders in this spot.
Really? So I have a strong lean to the Chargers. I'm staying away from it because both these teams are just kind of in mystery box zone for me. But I just think the Chargers remember losing by 70 points to the Raiders late last year, and I think that Jim Harbaugh is going to really have his guys ready to go because of that. Next up, Broncos at Seahawks. Seahawks are 5.5-point favorites, total of 41.5 points, and I've had enough of the Bo Nix hype. Give me Seahawks minus 5.5. Simple as that.
I got nothing for this game, so yeah, take it from Quentin. He's usually right on this stuff, so I'll lean with you there, but I'm not betting it. That's teaser all day though. Seahawks money line.
All right, so next one, Commanders at Buccaneers. Buccaneers are 3.5-point favorites, total of 43.5. I think Todd Bowles' fire zones are going to have Jaden Daniels in a world of hurt here. I think he's going to take some hits. Give me Buccaneers minus 3.5.
I lean the over here, but I'm not betting it.
All right. Next one, on to your Cowboys going up to Cleveland. No one goes to Cleveland for vacation. Browns are 2.5-point favorites, 40.5-point total. What do you think, Jay?
Give me Cowboys money line. I didn't say it on the long version. Give me Cowboys money line here. Why did I not take Cowboys money line in our actual podcast? I don't know, but I'll take Cowboys money line, and I'm taking the over here at 40.5. I absolutely think this goes over 40.5. Cowboys averaged over 17 points first half late in the season once Mike McCarthy took over play calling. We have a signed healthy CeeDee Lamb. Got some questions at the running back room, but outside of that, I'm really excited to see this Cowboys offense work. So I think Cowboys get it done. I think they win, and if they don't win, it's an easy over. So there's no way you lose both.
Dallas and plus money, I can understand it. Next one, Rams going to Detroit. Playoff rematch here. Detroit are 3.5-point favorites, 51.5-point total. I have a lean towards the Rams to cover, but that's it. I'm generally staying away. Jay, what do you got here?
Yeah, I've stayed away from the spread here, but I really like the over here. I have it at 50.5. Still like it at 51.5. I think both these teams are going to be able to score. Matt Stafford going back to Detroit, maybe getting a little bit of revenge after that playoff loss last year. A healthy Cooper Kupp, a healthy Kyron Williams, a great offensive line that they have there in LA. Best offensive line that Matt Stafford's played behind since he's been up there. I like the over here. 50. I have 50.5 over 51.5. I'm still fine with though.
All right. Final game, Monday Night Football. Jets at 49ers. 49ers are 4.5-point favorites, 43.5-point total. I've got the Jets covering that plus 4.5. 49ers have failed to cover or win some week one games in the past. And I think the Jets are going to come out here ready to go, ready to fight. I think that they are getting a little overlooked right now because Aaron Rodgers hasn't played a game in a while, but he's still Aaron freaking Rodgers, and this team is talented. But Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you there. If I'm taking this game, I'm taking the Jets at plus 4.5. I like everything they have on their offense. I think they have a fantastic defensive line. They have a good secondary. I think they can go into San Francisco and really keep this close. Plus 4.5 for Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, Breece Hall, that offensive line they have. Sauce Gardner on the outside, Quentin Williams on the inside. They just got dudes all over the field. If I'm having to bet this, I'm taking Jets plus 4.5.
All right. You want to rapid fire your college football picks?
Yeah, for college football, real quick. I have Texas -7 going to Michigan. I have Tennessee -8 going to NC State. Texas Tech, Washington State, I have over 65.5. I have Nebraska hosting Colorado -7.5. BYU going to SMU plus 11.5. Then I have Iowa State at Iowa under 35.5 for my college football slate.
And for me, I got Tulane plus 9.5 hosting Kansas State. Texas State minus 1.5 at home against UTSA. Baylor at Utah over 54.5. Tennessee at NC State. Tennessee minus 7.5. Texas Tech at Washington State over 65.5. And the Mississippi State money line at Arizona State.
I'll probably be hopping on that with you too as well. But that'll be it for our bets this week. Like I said, if you like this version, let us know in the comments. Give us a like. And we'll keep doing this every week for y'all to have a condensed version of all of our picks, all of the games in rapid fire while still doing our long form. So if this is what you prefer, let us know. And maybe we can do some more fun stuff with this. Maybe a quick parlay or something at the end as well. So thank y'all for listening. Don't sleep on the Cardinals. And we will see y'all next week.
Don't do it.
That's how we've won all year, team, right? Yes, you held them to 20 points, man. Yes, you gave us a chance at the end. I got 3 words for you. You like that? Yeah!